Zidane, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are, of course, talking about The Promised Neverland. With Season 2 finally out, you might expect me to do what I did with My Hero Academia recently, where I basically went through each chapter or each episode and talked about each episode compared to the manga, which I had actually been planning to do, but I actually decided against that this time. Honestly, this season looks to be like it's going to be absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, due to the way that Promised Neverland just is, it's really hard to actually do a manga versus anime type video just due to the fact that there are so many little changes that really the best way to do anime versus manga for it is actually to look back over the entire season. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And that's kind of what this video is about. Basically explaining that at the end of Promised Neverland, I will be going back and discussing all of the episodes basically in a conglomeration as to how they are different from the original manga. The first thing to note is that this has actually happened. This is fairly similar to what things happened in the original season. A lot of little details are just left out in basically ways to make sure that the story gets across as well as they can actually manage it. Just due to the fact that the two series are going to have some slight differences, you have to acknowledge these differences. But at the same time, manga and anime are two very different formats. And as such, you have to just be aware that you're going to change certain things. Like, when the characters fall into the trap in the original anime, or in the original manga, they fall down, realize, oh my gosh, this is a trap, we have to get out of here, and all that stuff. They remove that from the anime in a way to make sure that they don't necessarily dwell too much on it. Instead, they use the fact that these kids are extremely smart, that they've built up in the past to basically show, hey, they're smart, they remember this fact from the actual book, and then they're going to just continue on without, then they don't have to worry about it nearly as much. Then when the demon comes, they can just deal with it instead of being exhausted trying to figure out, okay, what the frill are we supposed to do? Oh yeah, we saw that place not too long ago. Let's go back there and lure it into the trap. Instead, now they have the way that they do it now, which is fine and honestly still pretty good. The biggest issue I have with this first part is just how quickly they're getting into the Mujika stuff. Obvious, and also the fact that they make her out to be way more important than she is. Basically, Mujika and Sanju, if you guys haven't read the manga yet, this is kind of a spoiler, but the two of them really don't have that much importance this early on. They're basically just introduced to basically to tell everyone, hey, here's what you need to do. We'll help you out and learn how to survive out here since you've only been learning how to survive in your own small area. That's pretty much all that they do in the original manga. at least this early on. Later on, absolutely, they're super important, and I'm not going to get into details with that because, yeah, that's a thing. Um, but yeah, they're laid out to be so much more important than they actually are, which I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but yeah. Also, another factor is just all of the left out scenes for their mom. So much is left out from the original series that it's kind of disappointing just knowing all of the stuff that's happened and that these characters have changed so much since then. But I don't know. It takes time to know for sure what the heck is going to be happening with the rest of the series, but yeah. I don't know. But the rest of the anime is still a really good piece of art. The opening and ending are both laid bare and just show some really awesome stuff. On top of the fact that both have amazing songs. I can't wait to actually go and look up these two songs and add them to my playlist. But for now, I'm just going to have to wait along with everyone else. Unless they have actually been added, but I'm not 100% certain on that yet. So, yeah, look forward to seeing those coming out. And maybe I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll do some stuff with an actual breakdown of the actual OP and ED, but I'm gonna wait on actually saying that for sure for a little while. But at the same time, it does make me wonder, how exactly is this story going to continue? The fact is that a lot of what made Promised Neverland early on is the horror, but also the mystery to show that these kids are super intelligent. And it that is important. But for this first part, there's really no mystery involved. Like basically all the mystery that there is stuff that doesn't get resolved until Goldie Pond. And that's a bit disappointing that we're not going to be getting a lot of the mysteries solved for a while. Basically, what this season is looking like it's going to be is basically just get to the new location, get to the safety of the underground base that we all know is there. It does lead me to wonder when they're actually going to reveal that Norman is alive. It's honestly just been a bit of a thing in the back of my head. If they're going to actually reveal that he's alive early, just due to the fact that that's a lot of the things that they've done in the actual anime have always been just slightly different. So the idea of them actually revealing that Norman is alive earlier on, maybe putting the adding a bonus episode where they basically explain that Norman is alive and all of this stuff to basically balance out the fact that there is actually a later thing, but that's also prepping for the fact that he's about to leave the frickin' place. Maybe they'll also add more stuff to do with the fact that he's actually leaving and all that he's done in the past while. I don't know. But I do look forward to seeing it, and I hope that you guys will too. Are we going to be doing very many videos on Promised Neverland over the next while? I don't know. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this little journey, and we'll look forward to seeing my final thoughts on the season, as well as hopefully I will get the other two videos done at some point. But anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And also, leave your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you have a theory that is interesting, we will talk about it in a future video, so make sure to say theory review somewhere in that comment. And of course, if you do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description, check out all of our links down there, including our social medias and ways that you can support us financially, including our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. And of course, our merch store, which, as of recording this video, I'm realizing that I need to actually take care of that. So go check that out. Hopefully the new shirts will be in there by the time that you guys are seeing this video. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on!